Lost Property Bar. We're on the corner of historic Hollywood and Vine in a building that's nearly 100 years old. We're a New York lounge kind of vibe, full bar, but we specialize in whiskey. We have over 100 whiskeys. I like to say we're 2 parts dive, 1 part class.
The name Lost Property came up. We were like brainstorming some ideas. This place used to be a ticketing office for American Airlines back in the day. There's a sign in the airport that everybody recognizes around the world, and that's basically a play on our logo. So the idea of Lost Property came along, and I thought it was a pretty cool idea to have a speakeasy. And it was once a lost property, but now it's found, right? So.
Everything that we do with cocktails is all rooted in the classics. It's constantly evolving. We constantly have new whiskeys coming in. Our customers will come in and be like, what else do you have? It's like, well, didn't you like the last thing I just tried you on? You really want something new already? So it's fun in that way. So we're just constantly rotating and trying to stay ahead of the curve, trying to find that next cool thing or something that's really old and extremely rare.
So Tanner, what are you gonna whip up for me?
Well, we're going to be whipping up a Howard Hawks for you. It's one of our famous staples here at Lost Property.
The filmmaker.
Yes, yes. It's got a lovely star emblazoned there on the Walk of Fame right outside our door, so we figured we'd honor the man and give him his due.
So what do we need?
All right, well first, this is a shaken cocktail. So we're going to grab our tins. We're going to use an egg. But the egg that we're using, of course, is just the egg white. We just want the proteins of it to give it that nice lemon meringue foam at the end of it. And then we're going to use 2 forms of citrus. So we're going to use our lemon first here. And then we're going to split that with a little bit of lime. Of course, with anything with citrus, we're going to use some simple syrup.
Okay.
Throw that guy in there. We're going to be using some Old Overholt rye, which is a fantastic rye.
And why would you use a whiskey like that, not a bourbon, for example?
Bourbon's a little sweeter, whereas the rye is a little bit brighter, spicier, peppery, a little more playful. And then we're going to pair that here with stolen smoked rum.
Where's that stolen from?
Well, it was stolen from New Zealand.
Ooh.
It is a wonderful spice, sort of smoked rum that has complex notes of coffee, cigarettes. So now when all that is all together, I know it's like a poet's breakfast.
Yeah.
A true Hollywood staple.
Yeah.
We're gonna whip shake it, so I get the egg white sort of emulsified in it.
So no ice?
No ice right now, just letting the egg white sort of break down and billow up. So once that guy's done, we're gonna add some ice, because now we want to actually dilute the sucker, otherwise it's gonna be a very intense drink. All right, and then give it.
Exciting. I need some Latin salsa music with it.
Right.
Actually, you got your own beat. Oh, look at this one go. When did you start drinking today?
I work the pole every night.
There we go.
Grab our double old-fashioned glass here. And then we're gonna double strain this, because you wanna remove all the ice. We have a wonderful cocktail. And then of course we're gonna garnish this with coffee beans. We get this wonderful smell. So we're gonna use our perfume sprayer and put some absinthe over it. So that way between the coffee and the absinthe, you get this lovely bouquet of an aromatic. I always like to say it kind of is a sweet and savory biscotti.
All right.
So that is a Howard Hawks.
Okay. Bottoms up. Oh, that smells really yummy. It smells like sweets. Howard, this is for you. Cheers, my friend. Delicious. Well done, Tanner.
Oh, well, thank you.
The lost property items here are just things that people leave. They leave books, records, belts, shoes.
Accordions.
An accordion
That
once.
was my favorite.
People bring in interesting things and just leave it behind and someone else comes and picks it up. That's just kind of a fun element. You can actually come into lost property and take the decorations home with you. We will not stop you. I think I took a Susan Boyle CD home once. That's not true. So the Lincoln's Anecdote. Get your shaker. I'm gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of lemon for our citrus. Nice bright lemon is gonna mix with apple brandy and bourbon and maple really well. 3/4 of an ounce. Maple syrup. Doesn't matter what grade you have. It's just gonna change the color a little bit. I have a nice dark maple. 3/4 of an ounce of that. We're gonna use Laird's Applejack, 80 proof. 1 ounce of that. This recipe calls for bourbon, whichever bourbon you want. For fun, I chose Traverse City whiskey. This is a Michigan whiskey, that bourbon that's really delicious. A lot of people will think that bourbon is distinctly a Kentucky product. It's not, it's a distinctly an American product. So you can win that bar argument the next time that comes up. 1 ounce of bourbon. And here at Lost Property, we keep this drink on the menu all year long, but each season we change out what bitters that we put in there. And that's just kind of a fun element for us and for our guests. You can use Peychaud's bitters, which is a cinnamon flavored bitters out of New Orleans. You can use Angostura if you want that clove and allspice island flavor. Right now, currently, I'm using black walnut bitters. Just gives this nice, just kind of haunting walnut flavor on the back palate. Today, we're gonna throw some Peychaud bitters in there. Just a dash to add that cinnamon, a little bit of color. Gonna shake it up with some ice. And we're gonna put that in an old-fashioned glass, rocks glass. Some good ice in there. I'm gonna double strain this drink to keep the little bits of ice chips out. I don't want them. Some people like the ice chips. If you do, don't double strain it. But double straining being that I'm putting it through a Hawthorne strainer and a fine mesh strainer. Get all that goodness in the glass. I'm gonna put a little more ice in just to keep my garnishes up on top of the drink. Garnishes. Garnishes are gonna be 1 lemon twist. Peel that very carefully. When I put my twists, my oils across my drinks, I don't ever twist directly into the drink, because what that's gonna do is put an intense strip of oil right in one little part of the drink. What I wanna do is take the oil side of the peel, I'm gonna point that oil side, the outside of the twist. I'm gonna squeeze, that oil is gonna come out and lay across the entire drink. Just rub a little bit on the lip of the glass if you like, get more of an intense oil lemon flavor when you drink off the glass. And twist it up, roll it a little bit, lay that on there. In-house, we make a Ras El Hanout blend. I put it in a cheesecloth. Ras El Hanout is a traditional Moroccan spice blend. It basically translates something to the fact of the best blend, the best spices. So we took a proprietary blend of spices. There's some cinnamon and some red pepper chili flake and some other elements in there. In the sachet, I'm just gonna gently dust some of that over the drink. And you'll pick that up when you drink it. It'll get around your mouth and on the tip of your tongue. So right there, you have the Lincoln's Anecdote. In addition to the awesome cocktails that we have, the beer and the wine and all of that, we also serve food. We have really good food. Sliders, really nice jumbo-sized pretzel, salad, what else? Flatbreads.
Flatbreads.
Actually got written up as top French fries in Hollywood. Which is pretty cool. We took that honor. That was neat.
I'm gonna make a cocktail for you right now called the Gumbo Hut. The reason we call it Gumbo Hut is I have no idea why. We created it for a friend of ours for her birthday on the fly. We had a couple of customers happen to be here as well. They wanted to try it, and it's become a favorite of our regulars over here. We're gonna start off with 3 dashes of the Angostura bitters. And then we shall sweeten it up with a little bit of Italian cherry liqueur called Luxardo. It's cherry liqueur from Italy, hence it's Italian cherry liqueur. We have an Amaro, which is an Italian bitter. Love this Amaro Nonino. Great flavor profile. Helps that balance the sweetness out without being too sweet. And then we have Breaker Bourbon right here. It's made in Buellton, just north of Santa Barbara. We do get a lot of support from these guys, which is great. Distiller Steve comes here on a regular basis. He's definitely a fan favorite here when he turns up. We'll add 2 ounces. Add some ice. Pernod Absinthe. Absinthe is a great little extra. Another piece of ice in there, start chilling the glass a little bit. I like to use a big ice just because the dilution, it takes its time. So I'll keep stirring this drink right now. So I'm going to take my julep strainer and I'm going to pour that over the large cube. There we go. Then I'm going to take the old flaming orange. I like to use a matchstick over a lighter. Heat up some oils. That was a good one. To peel an orange. Some more oils. So I got two different types of oils here. I've got a burnt oil and I got the natural oils coming out of the pores. And then we just add a little brandy cherry right there. And here you go, Gumbo Hut.
Being in Hollywood right here on the historic Hollywood, and this used to be the most famous street corner in the entire world. And because of that, we get an occasional celebrity that comes in, but one day we were in here just like any other night, and 3 different Johnny Depp personalities came in at the exact same time, all in different Johnny Depp characters. There was Johnny Depp, like 21 Jump Street Johnny Depp. There was Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, and there was one other one, and then I had to tell him, like, guys, I'm sorry, but no more Johnny Depps can come in right now. We're at Johnny Depp capacity right now. And we just imagined the real Johnny Depp actually coming in randomly and being like, sorry, Johnny, not right now. Wait, give us 10 minutes. There's too many of you in here at the moment. So I guess that's something that could only happen right here in Hollywood.
So Tanner, what are we making?
Well, today we'll be doing a riff on a traditional whiskey sour, which we're gonna split it with a little bit of Jaeger. I know it seems a little frightening and stuff. Jaeger does have a sort of a stigma of like college and a lot of things.
I know it. Let's do shots.
Exactly. So how we're first gonna start this, we're gonna take our tins here. And then of course with any traditional whiskey sour, we're gonna have to break a few eggs.
All right.
So we'll put it in the small cheater tin.
Oh, you want me to put it in?
Yeah, it makes it a little easier.
But just the egg?
Just the egg white. Yeah. Oh.
I do actually know how to do this because I do make cakes. So.
Oh, fantastic. Now, we're gonna go with a dash of Angostura bitters.
Angostura bitters, tell me about this.
Angostura bitters come from the Caribbean. They're made with allspice, clove, cinnamon, and they're steeped in a high-proof rum that's then sort of brought down. So it's kind of essentially a tincture.
It smells like Christmas to me.
Yeah, it has a huge Christmas flavor. And then from there, we're gonna add our citrus, which is lemon. We're gonna do 3/4 of that, just that middle line there.
Okie dokie.
Then we, of course, have our simple syrup. That's also gonna be 3/4.
All right here.
Jigger for you.
Holding it like a dead chicken.
There we go. Pour that guy in there.
Boom.
And then let's move on to our breaker bourbon here. This is gonna be 1 ounce. So the full side of that guy.
So much easier. Okay.
Fantastic. And then, of course, the piece de resistance.
Oh my gosh.
The Jaeger. And that's also going to be a full ounce.
All right. See, this I have to hold like this.
Oh, of course, yeah. All right, cool. So now take the top tin, put it over the cheater. Give it a nice good smack there, sealing it, and flip it over. And then again, we're going to do like a nice little heartbeat, so a 1-2 sort of thing. There you go. Yeah, really give that egg hell. Now, we'll throw in some of the ice here.
Oh yeah, it's nice and frothy.
Yeah, right? So, throw in a nice couple of big chunks of ice. Put this guy back on it. And now do that same hearty shake, but this time with ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right, once those guys are cold, should be about ready.
My hand is frozen to the
There we go.
glass.
All right, so now, as before, take our Hawthorne strainer. There you go. And then, yep,
So pretty.
beautiful.
All right.
And then, yeah, you want to give that a nice little tap, get that egg white to come through more. Ah, yes.
Nice little foam on top.
Perfect. All right, and now we will finish it all here
Yep.
with garnishing with the dropper of Angostura. grab a toothpick.
Okay.
To make little hearts and stuff, you just want to kind of go down.
Okay. So, boom, boom. And now the best part, of course.
Right?
Drinking it. All right. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
What we would love for our guests to experience when they come here to Lost Property is to feel like this is home base for them. This is their neighborhood bar. This is their cheers. And we want people to just return and just feel that warmth, that welcome, that it's the anomaly to Hollywood and Vine. It's not the club, it's not the one day while I'm here. This is where you just keep coming back to.
So I've had a fantastic time here at the Lost Property Bar, but to be honest, I have been eyeing this little purse the whole evening. So what I'm gonna do, I can take it, but you have to leave something, so I'm actually gonna leave my jacket here. Somebody can have my jacket, and I'm going to have somebody's purse. So, see you next time. Cheerio.